So here at IFT we're launching a new ingredient called Staymune. It's the inactivated cells of Ganeden BC30. Years ago we discovered that the immune function related to BC30 are related more to the cell wall structure than the metabolism of the organism. So we harvested the inactivated cells through a very complicated process, and now we have Staymune on the market. We have a couple of studies supporting it, and a human study running right now that will be available. The information will be available Q3, but the product's available to ship beginning the end of summer. It was designed and marketed specifically towards that area where we can't put Ganeden BC30, so shelf-stable beverages, like I said, RTD products, very long shelf life products, can go into products with supplement facts, which we have a license that prohibits us to do that on the Ganeden BC30 side. So virtually, it's unlimited, the ability. And the nice thing about it is it goes in at a very small amount, 50 milligrams, which roughly is about 3 cents per application per day. And so it's cost-effective ingredient that provides profound immune support. We really see, we will continue to add ingredients to our portfolio. We think prebiotics are an interesting market vertical. We think that we're still, let's call it 3 to 5 years away from the point where consumers don't think that probiotics and prebiotics are the same thing. It's kind of hard to explain prebiotics, a little harder than it's a live microorganism that does this or that. But we think there's plenty of opportunity in the prebiotic space. And we think that between probiotics and prebiotics, we're going to start seeing more specialty or specialized claims where they're doing studies looking at heart health and inflammation and mood and depression and things like that. We're going to start seeing some really interesting things come out in the marketplace. So we're in about 800 SKUs sold around the world. And interestingly, 4 or 5 years ago, we were shipping to 4 or 5 countries. We now have products you can buy on the shelf in 71 countries around the world. So really exciting, lots of work, but we're very excited to see our international expansion finally taking off. Internationally, some of the markets are more mature, so they understand probiotics, but it's interesting that they're finally starting to see non-refrigerated or non-supplement type probiotic products, and the consumer acceptance of those internationally has been surprisingly good. But yeah, it just continues to grow. From an international perspective, the probiotic industry just continues to grow. So in most countries when we do our regulatory work, the first thing we do is can we, do we have the safety data, and can we say it's a probiotic? And so when we can do those things, we're in good shape. In the EU, we still see people they still understand that Ganeden BC30 cultures means something, and so they know that it's probiotic. They can extrapolate between the two. And so we haven't seen huge hurdles. I think we're seeing, as an industry, we see hurdles with launching products in the EU, but they still continue to launch, and we know lots of activity in Asia, Australia, Latin America. So lots of great things going on internationally. Rising tides float all boats, and so we're happy to see competition so long as they're following appropriate labeling guidelines. They have clinical data to support their claims. They're making their claims on their own individual strain and not borrowing science from other strains. But the larger the market gets, the more opportunities there are for more people.